With the skyline in front of us, a look at Citizens Bank Park here in Philadelphia. Today, it's the finale of this four-game set between the Milwaukee. Cliff Lee will be on the mound for Game 4. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's got an ERA of under 3.5, which is pretty decent for a starter. Pretty good chance that we'll see a good start from him here in this one.
And here's a ball hit in the air. Upton on the move. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. Lee's ready. Here's the 0-2. Hard hit ball to second. And they'll start this inning off with a base hit as that one's through. George Springer will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. That's yanked into the stands. Strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
And here you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion. You're going to get an out anyway.
Ted Williams will make his way in now as you get a look at his splits there on your screen. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Now he lifts a high pop-up, drifting into foul territory on the right side. Carrasco is over and he tucks it away for the second out. Freddie Freeman will stand in for the first time now, hoping to break out of this little 7-game dry spell at the plate. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1. Pitches a cold strike. The throw. And no throw as it turns out as he takes second with ease. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. He gets a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Francisco Liriano, the Dominican left-hander, will get the nod to start here. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, Matty, you take a look at that whip right there. Excellent. Just allowing a bit over a base runner per inning. We'll see if he can continue that here in this one.
Revere will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. A moment now to check out the hometown Phillies starting lineup. Steve, what are the keys to success for them today?
Well, guys, this is a power-heavy lineup. You need to stay patient and get balls up in the zone that they can drive.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. That's popped up now towards short right field. Gregorius is there for it. 2 down. Jose Bautista will stand in, and he's having a great season so far, currently 5th in the National League in home runs.
Boy, this guy's having a big year putting up the power numbers. Certainly going to help him out when it comes to negotiating that new contract at the end of the year.
The 0-1. Chopped foul right at home plate. 2 out, nobody on. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Mike Moustakas will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday.
Well, guys, he's really been scuffling lately, hitting under 250 over his last 10 games. So he's going to be looking to turn this thing around sometime soon.
And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
And I've got a little Moustakas trivia for you here. When he was drafted 2nd overall in 2007, a high school teammate of his, Matt Dominguez, was selected 12th overall. They were only the 6th pair of high school teammates to be selected in the first round of the same draft.
Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Lee looks in, looking to put him away here on a ball and 2 strikes. And this one's chopped foul right at home plate. Ripped down the first base line. Oh, and he whiffs on it at first. It's right by him into right. He'll take the turn and head for second. Kelly Johnson will stand in now with a good chance to break the seal here following the leadoff double.
Well, it's a good RBI opportunity, but you've got to remember your first job, which is to at least get that guy over to third base.
Good swing by Johnson, but he still comes up empty. 0-2. High strikes, probably not on the docket for places he wants to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret. You've got to keep the ball down against a team like this. If you go up every once in a while with a fastball, you'll be fine. But you're not going to last too long if you make a habit of...
Ouch, that one hit him. Didi Gregorius steps in, hoping to get things going at the plate. You can see it's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. Now a chopper to first, might only get one. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. Rob Brantley will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively. And that misses inside 1-0. And here's his fastball for a called strike one, and he's hitting an even 90 on the gun. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
He's in a situation now where he does not want this game to get away from him. 2 guys on already. Now he's not in the strike zone to this hitter. He's got to reel it back in because you're flirting with a little bit of danger now with another ball.
Number 11.
To first. Scooped up. Over to Nunez for the force, and that ends the inning. Brewers forced to settle for 1. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Brewers 1 and the Phillies nothing. The cleanup hitter Alex Rodriguez will dig in now. 1 home run shy of 20 for the season so far. I had him lunging at that one out of the zone, and that's strike 1. Eric Karros, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And after the way this series started for them, if they could get out of here with a split, you'd bet they sign up for that. That was an important win for these guys yesterday, so they'll look to make it 2 in a row here.
Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Luis Carrasco will come forward now, and like so many of his Phillies teammates, really thrives here at Citizens Bank Park, as is reflected in his splits. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Slider clocked in the mid-80s there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. This one's blooped out toward right center field. Gregorius onto the grass. 2 gone.
Batting 6.
Derek Norris will get his first opportunity here, and that average is certainly not where he wants it, down in the 220s to begin the ball game.
Well, he's been scuffling through this year, but over the last 10 games he's been good, hitting over 350.
Revere is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire. George Springer is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
The right fielder, number 6.
And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Ted Williams.
Ted Williams is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Yeah, a little unlucky here to be behind 2-0. Those first couple of pitches haven't missed by a whole lot.
That's through for a base hit, and he's 1 for 2 now. The throw into second, the tag, and he is out.
Up next,
Freddie Freeman is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Seems like he's gotten away with more than a few location mistakes so far.
Yeah, and that's not going to last forever, especially in this place.
And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Hot shot to third. And he whiffs on it as this ball's right under his glove. Mike Moustakas strides in here. He scored a run after doubling to get on base in his first at-bat. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Hit hard toward the right side. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. Kelly Johnson comes forward looking to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position.
Yeah, and you know one man who'd love for him to come through big time right here is his pitcher. We'll see if he can get it done.
Grounded to the right. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning. Ichiro Suzuki will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
And they're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he's retired here, 1 away.
Batting 8.
Eduardo Nunez will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss.
Well, it seems like it's going from bad to worse. He had a bad day yesterday, and he's hitting under 200 in his last 10.
Ground ball left side. Moustakas is there. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home third. Yonder Alonso will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1, 2, 3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1. Now a flare out toward right center. Revere moving to his left. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Jordy Mercer is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th. Chop foul right at home plate at strike 1. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. There to take it is Alonso, 1 away.
The batter, second baseman.
1 gone in the inning now, and here's Didi Gregorius. Pulled toward right center field. Alonso giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, catcher.
Rob Brantley comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. Gets a small piece near the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Jackie Robinson will stand in to begin their half of the 4th with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
Yeah, still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. Liriano gets the sign. Here's the 0-2. In under the hands with a fastball. It's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. And now I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Therefore it is Revere, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 8.
Leadoff man gone for the left fielder Justin Upton. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
You know, I can't help but notice how much he's getting ahead of the hitters right now. I'm told he's throwing around 80% first pitch strikes. That's way above average.
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. And a swing and a miss as they caught him reaching that time, and there are 2 away. Jose Bautista digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
Here comes the 0-1. And he falls behind 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Ben Revere heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
George Springer will dig in now. He struck out and lined out in his first 2 at-bats. Slow curveball at 74, in for a strike. Not nearly in time as he takes third easily. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Swing and a liner, but foul. Lee comes set. Here's the 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Only play is going to be to first, so score it as an RBI ground out as the lead moves to 2-0 now. Freddie Freeman stands in as he looks at a called strike. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and he was fooled that time on the pitch away as he went around for strike 2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Grounded to third. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Alex Rodriguez will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. 3-0 now. At the very least, he certainly established the inside part of the plate.
Yeah, but it's not going to do him a whole lot of good if none of those can find the strike zone.
And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4. Luis Carrasco will stand in now following the leadoff walk. And might we see a bunt attempt here in the 2-run ball game?
Every extra run helps. It's a possibility, but I think they'll probably let him take his chances swinging away.
Here it comes, 1-0. Swung on and missed, 1-1.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is one big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
There to take it is Mercer for the first out. Settling in now, Derek Norris. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Well, at least he was able to get it into the outfield, and that's more than most of his teammates can say so far.
Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. 1 there. On to Freeman, and they turn the double play to end. Mike Moustakas will stride in as he'll be tasked with starting out things in the Brewers half of the 6th. And there's a fastball from Lee to start him out. It's 0-1. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. Upton will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
Now batting,
Kelly Johnson will dig in for the 3rd time now. He's struck out and bounced out in his first 2 trips. Now a first pitch changeup here. Too far inside. It's 1-0. Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Too high, and it's 3-0. And he gets this fastball over, back to 3-1 now. And there's a called strike at the knees as he was hoping for a base on balls there, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
the batter, number
Jordy
10,
Mercer will stand in. He flew out his last time up. Oh, and here's a fastball right down the middle of the plate that swung on and hit out to deep left field, and this one's not coming back. This is a long home run. Here's Didi Gregorius.
Now batting.
Smoke toward third. A-Rod comes up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Ichiro Suzuki will stand in to lead things off here in the Philadelphia sixth. Action now in the Milwaukee bullpen as they'll have a right-hander loosen up. And, oh, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame. Into the box now, Eduardo Nunez. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Very weakly on the ground, but it gets foul. Liriano sets. Here's the 0-1. And, boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And it looks like the scouting report says work this guy away, and it's been paying off.
And whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job, because this whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Hit hard up the middle. Mercer is there. He'll go to the bag for one. On to Freeman. A double play.
Now batting, center
Yonder
fielder.
Alonso is at the plate now.
Alonso.
Flied out in his first at-bat. Chop foul at the plate. Strike one. Phillies are still looking to crack into the hit column in this one. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike two.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. Rob Brantley is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
Catcher,
Hit hard to short.
Brantley.
Oh, and it goes right under the glove as he can't even knock it down.
Center fielder.
Ben Revere digs in. He reached on a single and would later wind up scoring in his last at-bat.
Now pitching for the Phillies.
So a call to the bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here. Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1. 0-1, here it comes. Lifted in the air out to center field. There to take it is Alonso, one away.
The right fielder. number
Striding
6.
into the box, George Springer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First offering to him stays upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Outside with the breaking pitch, and he falls behind it 2-0. A strike, and it's 2-1.
That's a great call there on 2-0. The whole world's thinking fastball, but they dropped the hammer on him.
Drilled down the line. And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Now batting,
Ted Williams gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And that's through into left, a base hit. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away. Freddie Freeman will stand in, and they've been able to hold him in check so far. 0 for 3 to this point.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising that he's been a non-factor in this one. Usually a major force in their offense.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Moving under it, Ichiro makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game. Mike Moustakas gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7. Here's a 2-seamer inside to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. After it is Upton. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Jackie Robinson will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
And Liriano's ready, coming at him with the 0-1. Tap foul at home plate. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Change up, and he ain't buying it. 1-2. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. Justin Upton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
The 1-0 delivery. High in the air out towards shallow right. There to play it is Springer, and that's out number 2.
Now batting.
Jose Bautista ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Yeah, and he went down in flames, too. Got him in just 3 pitches.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Kelly Johnson comes to the plate, and he'll start us off in the 8th.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
Skied into straightaway right. Ichiro is there. 1 down.
The batter, number 10.
Jordy Mercer will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ballgame to this point. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Not a real good 0-2 there. You don't necessarily want it in the zone, but you do want to at least give him something to think about.
And he will recover in time to get it over to first. Nicely done there as they record the 2nd out. Didi Gregorius is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
That's such a good pitch to get ahead. Lefty on lefty. It's a big looping curveball. Makes it very difficult for the hitter to try and time what's coming next.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. A-Rod. Alex Rodriguez will stand in for the 3rd time now. Still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both a lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A solo home run here for Alex Rodriguez. And even 20 home runs for him now thus far. As they get on the board, it's 4-1 now. There to take it is Mercer for the 1st out.
Now batting.
Derek Norris digs in with 1 run in and 1 gone in the inning. Liriano into his motion. First pitch on the way. And the slider is low and inside as he just about got him there. Takes this the other way to right. A screaming base hit here, his 1st of the night. Ichiro Suzuki steps in with 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
Yeah, it's been a pretty good inning here so far, so we'll see if they can scratch another run across right here.
A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Launched to right field and deep. Back goes Springer, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. The relay throw. And it's in time as he's out at 3rd as the good relay gets him.
Posed.
Eduardo Nunez will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ballgame.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. In the air to straightaway right. Springer has a play, and that retires the side. Rob Brantley will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so with the same pitcher still out there. Seems he's earned himself another inning.
I think that's a definite vote of confidence, but he's done a nice job since coming in, so you might as well ride that hot hand.
Got him. Into the box, Ben Revere, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat, 0-1. And there's ball 1. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2. A ball hit hard to the left side. But quick hands over there at third as he takes it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, George Springer.
Out in front of it, strike 1. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, and that's a good pitch on an 0-1 count. Trying to let that thing work its way back to the outside part of the plate, but he couldn't quite get it there.
Hit hard on the ground to third. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Leading off the inning, Yonder Alonso, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1 back here in this inning.
First pitch misses here to the leadoff man in the inning. The number 9 hitter in the lineup. It's ball 1. And he misses low with it, 2-0.
Definitely not the way he wanted to start this 9th inning when he's looking for a complete game.
And he gets the slider over here. It's 2-1 now. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Williams is there, and that is a big first out here to start inning number 9.
Yeah, another good start to an inning for him here. He's really only made 1 bad pitch the entire game. That was the solo home run. Other than that, you can see there, not much to speak of at all.
Swing and a miss on a ball in the dirt, and it's strike 1. He continues to get ahead here. He's been in complete control.
I think you need to guard yourself from being overconfident, though. A bloop and a blast could still turn this game on its ear.
Justin Upton comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle.
Find a way to get it done. That's what it's all about right here. Give your guys a chance to make something big happen.
That evens it up, 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
They haven't been afraid of coming right after this guy. They've made him have to swing the bat.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Williams will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Now batting,
Jose Bautista makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
Yeah, he's got an open base here. Looks like he's going to use it.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And he will make the catch here for the final out, and the Brewers bounce back here to take the finale and earn a split of this 4-game series as this